What's good, YouTube? All right, y'all. Stay tuned for the full video, man. We're going to give you game. We're going to give you wisdom. If you take this stuff, get you a pen and a pad. Get you some notes. Take notes. Take notes. This stuff can change your life. Watch the full video. God bless you. Yeah.
It's Zaire Nation, and I'm here with...
My name is Zaire, and I go by Zigo Dumb on Instagram, you know what I'm saying? I got a clothing brand, 3Z's Miami. Y'all go check me out.
All right, back. So in today's video, Zaire is an entrepreneur. He's a barber, a clothing brand owner, and maybe a soon-to-be speaker because he has a great message to really teach people how to chase their dreams and how to stay focused. And to show the youngest out there that there is another way.
For sure.
So what was the process like when you started your entrepreneurship journey? Like what was that? Those first 6 months like?
Those first 6 months were really just, it was really in high school, so it was really just learning everything, you know what I'm saying, gathering tips from everybody, and you know what I'm saying, just applying them to everything, you know what I'm saying.
All right. What got you started on your brand?
What got me started?
Yeah, on your brand.
Like specifically what got me started, my homeboy had a clothing brand, and you know what I'm saying, I mess with fashion, you know what I'm saying, and you know what I'm saying, it was really just, you know what I'm saying, it was cool, you know what I'm saying, you make money, you know what I'm saying, that's really what it was my motivation, you know what I'm saying, it was just everything in that, you know what I'm saying, and knowing that it was something I could do by myself, you know what I'm saying, that, you know what I'm saying.
Your homeboys entrepreneurs?
Yeah, really.
Okay.
All of my homeboys, all my homeboys who I grew up with, you know what I'm saying, or I'm not gonna say all of my homeboys who I grew up with, but a few of them who I grew up with, my closest ones, you know what I'm saying, do clothing brands. My other one, he's a barber as well, so, you know what I'm saying, those really just the people who I'm closest to, you know what I'm saying, we all on the same path, same journey.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So how much has your environment like impacted you for your drive?
My environment as in like, my household, or like, what do you mean?
Like as far as like your friend group, like your homeboys who also about their business?
I mean, it's really, it impacted me in a good way, because, you know what I'm saying, we all learning from each other, you know what I'm saying. If I got a tip, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna let them know, they gonna put me on game, you know, or I'm gonna put them on game, and if they got some information, they'll put me on game.
Okay, bro. So it's really important for them to make sure they got the right environment around them.
Yeah, y'all gotta have the right team around you. Y'all gotta make sure y'all have a few people, you know what I'm saying, or at least not even a few people, someone else, one other person, you know what I'm saying, who got the same type of mindset as you and wanna, you know what I'm saying, so y'all could grow together. You know what I'm saying?
Like iron sharpening iron.
Yeah, literally.
For sure.
Yeah, 100%.
Would you say like, if you could give somebody like 3 keys
So,
to like just accomplishing what they want to accomplish, right? Like what would be the main 3 things that like a person needs like to get far in what they're doing?
Number 1, I would have to say consistency. Number 1, you know what I'm saying? You can't do nothing. You can't be big in nothing if there's no consistency involved in the factor. So it's consistency. Then another one, I would have to say you gotta stay motivated, and I feel like you gotta stay grounded as well too. So you feel me? Even when you start seeing progress, you know what I'm saying, you gotta stay grounded and know, you know what I'm saying, that's not where you want to be. So you know what I'm saying, you can't just let it get to your head and, you know what I'm saying, slack off. That's another thing right there. Mm-hmm.
What's the mindset? Like, what's your mindset? Like, where you at right now?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what's certain beliefs that you hold, like, dear to your heart? That's like, these like my non-negotiables when it comes to my life.
As in, just like, can you say that one more time?
All right. So basically, like,
what's my non-negotiables?
Yeah, like, with you being like a young entrepreneur, right?
Like stuff I don't go for, basically.
Exactly. Like, what's that? What's some things that you say no to so you can say yes to your dreams?
Really the party and the whole outside scene. I mean, really for me, it was really just, I never really grew up, you know what I'm saying, going out and doing all that stuff. I really wasn't doing all of that stuff until kind of like later, you know what I'm saying, just naturally, you know what I'm saying, with just how I grew up. But all that going outside and all that stuff, that's, I say no to that, you know what I'm saying, so I could put myself first, because that is always gonna be there, you know what I'm saying. And if, you know what I'm saying, you where you want to be, it's gonna feel way better, you know what I'm saying. So I know I keep saying, you know what I'm saying, but yeah,
they know what you're saying.
Yeah, y'all know what I'm saying. Yeah,
that's good, bro.
Yeah. sure.
How you feel about school, like the whole college route?
I personally, I didn't take that route, but I feel like there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has they own, you know what I'm saying, beliefs, household, you know, like, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, you gotta go a little deeper on that one.
Okay, like, I feel like ain't nothing wrong with it, to be honest. I feel like nothing's wrong with it. But me personally, I feel like it wasn't needed. Any information that about business or stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? I feel like you can't really learn that through school. You gotta learn that through experience and repetition and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? And looking at people who in those positions already and learning from them, because they can't teach you, you know what I'm saying? A professor in school can't teach you that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's real, because they never done
You
it
feel me?
before.
They just teaching it. They teaching off the books. They don't have no business. They still come into their 9 to 5.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So they can teach you.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing. Like when I got into speaking, like the event that I told you that I got this bag at, it was this man, and what he told me was so real because like he was a mentor and a coach to me, and basically like I understood that like he's further than where I even wanted to be like with this speaking thing, right? So I'm like, this dude is a GPS for me, right? He's showing me how to get to my desired destination, and that's like the biggest thing, because I can't learn from him if he never been there, because that's not where I want to go.
Yeah.
That's real. And another thing is not listening to people that don't got what you want.
Yeah, because a lot of people who just gonna have something to say. Everybody gonna have something to say, and they not gonna be doing nothing. But everybody just gonna have 2 cents to put in.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So.
You got any questions for us?
Zaire Nation. Let's see what we got. Where do you see yourself in 3 years? Or where do you see yourself in a year?
In a year, I'll be like a New York best time selling author, right? And so.
And how do you plan on getting there?
Oh, I'm gonna just keep putting out books. So I read this book called Win the Day by like Mark Batterson, and it's talking about like the way you write a book is just 2 crappy pages a day, right? And so what it helped me realize is sometimes like when I'm creating stuff, like I'll try to be perfect, but I notice like I don't need to be perfect. Just 2 crappy pages a day. And what it showed me is like when I write something and I put it on the book, bro, like this my own unique stuff. Like the world never heard this before.
Yeah.
So just because it doesn't seem the best to my standards, doesn't mean I'm not finna help somebody.
Yeah, 100%.
And a lot of times, like I've realized that, like sometimes I'm too hard on myself. Like I'm more judgmental on my work, and other people are like, yo, like this just changed my life. I'm like, word. They be like, yeah. And so that's how I'm gonna do that thing with the book.
I feel like I'm the same way too. You know, I feel like sometimes I see myself being too hard on myself, or thinking that everything got to be perfect. When you know what I'm saying. When every step don't gotta be perfect.
Right, so if y'all want to get a cut from him, his information is going to be right here, and his apparel is going to be right here. And that's a wrap for the video. We appreciate y'all time, and make sure y'all chase your dreams.